Hey everybody, I've got some more paintings that are my thoughts bloopers, and I'm not going to use them. I'm just playing around, but I had some parts of it that I like, some parts I don't. That's a hot mess. I like him. I don't want to throw him away, but what I do is I make cards from these. And the first thing I want to do, because I don't have cards for this size, is show you how I make my cards. Now this is the envelope that I'm going to use. And I just take cardstock and I measure out my envelope. Now in all reality, I do not want my card the size of my envelope or it won't go in. So what I do is I've measured it, but then I drop in just a little bit and take that part off. Now, keep your scraps. So many uses for them. Grandkids use them. And I've cut off my other thing. Let's do this over. I usually do that too. Okay. So here's my mark. I'm going to go on the inside of that and cut this off. I just have a box of scraps, and whenever the kids want to play, guess what they get to play with? Alright, this is roughly about 8 inches, so I'm going to put this at about 4. Anything with a smooth tip on it, or the back of a brush or something like that. And what I do is I put the center of my card where this groove is, and I just take this stylus and run it along gently. You don't want to do so much that it punches through. So you've got just a crease right there, and it makes it so easy to fold that card. And then I just go through like this, and you've got your card. Now, figuring out what you're going to put on your card, you don't want to do this, you don't even get to see it. So what I do is I make a picture finder. I take this, set it down, I measure it, hit each corner with a dot, and then I go and cut inside of those. See, here's the dots from these. So they're quite a bit inside, because sometimes I like to put a border, so I want room for that too. And you can see this fits nicely right there. Now, I'm going to get 2 out of this, because this is going to be 1 and this will be 1. So that makes it pretty easy. So again, I'm going to figure out where I want. Do I want more of my leaf showing? So the answer is yes. So I'm going to move this one down and put just a little mark in each corner. Now I find my mark and I make sure it's in the center of this cutting area. And hold your breath and do it, because that's pretty painful to do. There it is. Alright, so now here's my other mark. So I'm going to cut it off. And it's in the center. There you go. And again, like I always do, I cut my other markers off. So I have to go through and do that again. I'm sure you won't do that. Okay. Cut that off. There we go. Alright, this part's done. I'll set it off to the side. And here's my card. And you could do like that, and you could technically be done. But I would like to put some type of color around here. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use my yellow or my green. I kind of thought about the green, so I might do that. So what I'm doing is the Kirkland paper. I'm going to cut, again, a little bit smaller than the paper itself. And you might have to do a pen. Pencil doesn't do well on this. And this here, go a little bit on the inside. And I'll save that one for the other guy. And there is my mark. On this one, a little bit on the inside. Try it on for size. Good. And good. All right. We want green. Or do we want yellow? I do not know. I do not know. Let's look. I do have a good yellow right there, and I do think I want yellow. I started to do green, but I think I want the yellow. So Y315. All right. Now with alcohol paper, I keep calling it that, with the printing paper, your little swirls will show up a little bit, so it's just kind of fun to put those in here. You can also do it smooth. Works great smooth, but it will leave a little streak. This is a great way to make a border that coordinates with your cards without having tons of cardstock on hand. Because I don't know about you, but I don't have a huge area, and I don't want to invest in all the cardstock. So this is a great way to get your backgrounds there. That's pretty. And there you go. You can write something up here, press it out with your dies. Again, color your paper, cut it out, and your dies can be the same color as your card. All right, so there's that one. The other one's going to look just like it. Now on to the next one. I'm trying to do this really quick for you. All right, let's take Birdie, because he's a little challenging here. I was going to do, yeah, I still think I am, him on a shorter one, and I do have what I'm calling viewfinder. That's small. So if I did that, that's kind of cute for him. Get my big one, and that is not. So this one is the winner. I'm going to do that. I do want to catch some of the colors here, and something like that I think will be good. All right, so I'm going to mark it. Because this is the photo paper, I'm just going to put a dot. Pencil does not show up. All right, as usual, guys, that phone cut off, and I am so involved in what I'm doing, I didn't even hear my ding. So here's where I left off. I was cutting this out. I've got it cut out, and I went ahead and took the Kirkland paper and cut it a little bit bigger than this, but not as big as my card. And what I did was I went in with a marker, the darkness of the branch here, and I did my little border. And there you go. And see, that didn't even look like a a boo-boo at all. It looks like I meant to do that. Well, I did, of course. So, now we went to the next one, which I've already cut it up because, well, I thought I was taping. So, here is this piece. And I have a piece that I'm going to do a little bit bigger here. And let me get that cut. And sometimes I can do this. I hold it and make sure my border is like I want it rather than just trying to measure it out. Sometimes I put my picture on top of my border and cut it out that way. So there's a lot of different ways you can do that, and there's a lot of easy ways. So I'm going to take, and I'll list all these in the description on the colors I've used, if I can remember all of them. Just go through and color. I typically don't do straight. You can. I just typically don't. Black is the only one that really doesn't streak. All the other ones show the streaks, unless that's what you're wanting to do. I hope everybody's staying safe. This is a trying time for our country. Okay, that goes here. And there. So I'll tack that down really fast. Now something else you can have fun with is using like foam to lift them up if you wanted to. That's really cool to do. Ooh, how do I want this? I want it like that. All right, so there are cards. Very simple. It took a little over 10 minutes. I can't find my other one. All right, let me find it. Okay, found it. I'm slinging paper so much I can't even tell. All right, so there are cards. I mean, this is less than 15 minutes that these were made. And you're not throwing away stuff. I mean, that's stinking cute. And I wasn't thrilled with it when I did it, but now I am. So take those ideas and y'all go have fun.